Do you know what time it is? It's prime time. The official commissioner podcast of the Sim Madden League. Buckle up because it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be fire. Now, without further ado, here is SML legend Prime Time 000.
Hello and welcome back to an SML podcast. This is SML Prime Time, and we do this about once a year. We bring on Mr. Nostradamus, and if you guys don't know who that is one of the most respected and highly regarded members in the SML admin Woods. How's it going, sir?
Hall of Famer to that too. So,
yes. SML Hall of Famer Woods in the building.
That's the only thing I can hang my hat on.
You've got a very prestigious nickname as SML Nostradamus because your uncanny accuracy in predicting how seasons shake out. So let's get right into it, I guess. First, but let's talk about your season first. And did that play out how you expected it to?
It did and it didn't. I looked at the polls, at the beginning of the season, and I doubted myself too. Like, they might be right. Doink may win this first season because I didn't know what I was going to do with quarterback. I was gung ho on sticking with Hurts, and just certain plays weren't there for me that I was used to making on Allen, and I couldn't take it anymore. If I'd stuck with him, then I wouldn't have made the playoffs. So making a trade for Tannehill was probably the best move for me. I got rid of a player I wasn't going to re-sign and got a quarterback that's pretty serviceable to help me make it the rest of the way going into the playoffs.
Yeah, and
didn't shape out the way against Dan. I look at it as that one pick maybe hurts, but I had a pick and then I had a fumble on the next drive, so that kind of just started the ball rolling, and I played mistake-free after that. But yeah, he played a very good game.
You gave Dan a run for his money in that game, and obviously Dan's a great player and a tough draw for anybody. Your division, tough. Doink was kind of favored. Do you look at Doink as a rival, or are you going to walk all over him?
No. I look at Doink as a rival. I look at all those guys as a rival. Tiny's good. He always plays me tough. Graham's usually plays me tough as well, but I know he's got a lot going on with work and stuff. But I hit a division that get called the weakest in the league and blah, blah, blah. I listen to all of that, but I don't really pay that much attention to it because any one of these four guys, including me, we can beat anybody. You can call it luck or whatever, but I think any one of us can go into it and make some noise. Tiny was, like I said, I told him he was doing great with Jones. He he did better than I thought he would, and Jones is, to me, a weak-arm quarterback. So I look for Tiny to be pretty scary, and if Howell gets a bump, look out. And with Grams, I think he has to kind of be in a win-now mode because that team is getting up there in age offensively as far as quarterback and running back goes. So I don't know what he's going to do in that regard, but he's got good building blocks and pretty decent trade pieces he can if he wants to go younger.
Yeah, no, I agree. Looking at the SML, the playoffs, I don't know if you've caught most of the games or not, but wild card round, Bomber destroyed QB stud, Meats beats Dom, Matt squeaks by RD, Dan beats you, and Faz defeats Double Rice, No Bean. Was there any playoff games so far that have caught you off guard?
My game kind of caught me off guard a bit because I've been sitting on a playbook for about a month and a half now, and
Wow.
I don't lab as much as I used to. And I was like, well, let me break it out against Dan. Well, I broke it out against Dan, and like I said, I made the one mistake, but I know he said he wasn't worried about my offense, but I needed to go with Dan, especially against what the meta is in the game. To kind
Mm-hmm.
of throw some unfamiliar formations at him.
Uh-huh.
I form Hulk. Stuff like that. So you're like, whoa, where'd that come from? So just to get him thinking. Just any seed of doubt with Dan could possibly, or any indecision could possibly lead to, hey, that could be a good break for me. But that's
Yeah. So,
sorry about that.
oh,
That game. My game was good, but the game that really shocked me was the Bomber and QB game,
yeah.
because in the first quarter I was like, oh man, Bomber might be headed towards a blowout, because I don't know if it's just nerves or the guys feeling each other out, but there were a couple of bad mistakes, and then when Bomber caught when Bomber when his guys were shuffling around out of position and he made that pick, that was the end of the game, because the snowball started rolling and it wasn't stopping. So
yeah, what a game.
that was shot. I mean, I thought that game would have been a lot closer, but it wasn't.
No. So obviously you're an NFC guy, and you've seen some of these teams play, and you've played some of these good teams. Who do you think is really going to be the guy that gets through the smoke? Obviously you've got the favorites, the QPs, the Dans. Clinky's kind of a hot take I've been pushing. You got Meats in there. You got Gutta. Who do you think really, when the smoke and the dust settles, who's going to be the NFC champion?
Smoke clears and the dust settles.
Oh,
You're
boy.
not going to believe this.
Oh no, tell me.
And I've seen these guys, and I've played 3 of them. I've played Meats, QP, Dan. I haven't played Clinky, but I've seen his defense, and I believe Meats will come out when the smoke is clear, out of the NFC to the Super Bowl.
Really? Why?
I've seen it, I've sensed it, and I've gotten more than one vision about it.
Oh my Lord. Meats is gonna persevere. He's gonna have to beat some tough guys. Is it the Packers team that's gonna help him, or what do you think?
It's that Packers team, and I've been in the division with Meats for when he had Lamar, and as long as I've never seen him look more comfortable with a quarterback.
Yeah.
And I would have never, if you told me, all right, hey, Meats will do well with Aaron Rodgers, I would have said, maybe not.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't fit his play style, but
yeah,
he's adapted very nicely. And Aaron Jones is his type of running back. He's shifty. And that defense is, I've experienced it, and I've seen him do it, because I tend to watch everyone play. I don't pick and choose. But Kenny Clark, he can become very disruptive and become a one-man wrecking crew all by himself. So, in that defense, the secondary is fast. He's got a Quay Walker. I think that's a linebacker for him. I know he's a rookie, but he's doing good with that guy too. But I just right now I don't see any other team defensively, Madden-wise, that can probably hold Meats down or score on that defense enough to beat Meats.
Yeah, that's a shocking pick. You're going to get some heat for that one, but hey.
Oh yeah, this is
a vision you have.
I'm going to be called old, senile, and send me to the retirement home. But I see it shaping up. So Meats, don't let me down, buddy.
So who's Meats going to play in the Super Bowl then?
I've had multiple visions about this, and there was a time where it's a bit cloudy, but I've got my AFC title game. Who would you face if you were to make it to the AFC title game? Would it be Faz or Bomber?
If I play Faz in the divisional round, and I would play either Bomber or Matt.
You would either play Bomber. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I've already got you penciled in for the AFC title game. Sorry, Faz. I love you. I've
Wow.
got you with the visionary moniker, but the freight train that was the Colts right now seem a bit unstoppable.
Yes, yes.
Now, the next game, Madden Bomber, this is so. I think if Bomber can not let Eckler run wild on him in the passing game and the running game, then I think he wins that one kind of going away. Because his defense is, if you play right in the Bomber's hands, then you're toast. You're not winning that game. And if Bomber can kind of shut that down
Mm-hmm.
and force Matt to kind of throw those intermediate to deep routes and not take checkdowns, then Bomber will be fine. So I'll take Bomber by 10 over Matt.
Wow.
And then I've got you beating Bomber.
Let's go.
35-31.
Wow. You know, I'll take that. And I actually think that Matt might beat Bomber, believe it or not.
That game to me, and I there's nothing against Matt. I love Matt. That game can go either way, but I think Bomber will come prepared. Not saying that Matt won't, but his defense is very opportunistic,
Mm-hmm.
and they do kind of get him out of like his game with QB. I mean, he made a play which his usual will get him out of jams, and his defense, they forced a fumble. I had never seen that fumble animation ever in my life.
No, me either.
He just pushed that tight end and the ball flew out. I was like, wow, okay, that's the first time I've seen that. But
yeah.
that team's young, and they're only going to get better. And Matt has the same issue. That defense is young in the secondary, and I think Bomber might take that one. So that's why I said only 10 points.
Yeah. So Meats and Prime in the Super Bowl. Who you calling the SML Super Bowl 50 champion?
Meats and Prime. I call it the mentor and the student, because you guys have been going back and forth ever since I've been in the league. I came in the league and Meats had the Bengals, you had the Colts, and there were some rivalry games, and go back to Colts and the Ravens with Meats. And
yep.
You guys had your rivalry games there, and I think this time the GOAT takes it.
Let's go, baby. I'll take
wins the Super Bowl.
I'll take it.
28-21. Meats has a drive to tie it, but he gets picked by Isaiah Rodgers, and game's over.
I'll take that, man. I certainly hope I can win it. This has been a good season for me. I've talked a lot, which, as some may know, that's not completely uncharacteristic of me, but I've quieted down a little bit last cycle. I kind of took it easy, but this year I'm feeling a little frisky, so we'll see. It's going to be an interesting playoff. Obviously, my first matchup's against Faz, and he is a solid player. But you never know. It's the SML playoffs, and you just never know. It takes one bounce, one fumble, or one interception, and the game will change. So,
anything can happen. So
yeah,
we'll see,
guys. Woods, do you have anything else you want to offer up to the fans?
Just guys, hey, just have a good playoffs. Don't take anything I say personally, please, and
yeah,
let's have a good off season. I'm excited about how this draft is going to go. There might be room for some teams to make some steals.
Yeah, I agree.
And we'll get ready for season 2, season 51.
Yeah, man. No, you hit the nail on the head. This offseason is going to be electric. This playoff is going to be electric, and we're just going to keep on going. So, guys, that is SML Nostradamus, a.k.a. Woods, SML legend, icon, admin, and Hall of Famer. I'm Primetime 000. And until next time, good luck in the playoffs, and have a great day.